Have you ever put your foot in your mouth? That is, said something really embarrassing or awkward to friends or strangers, and then had to deal with the aftermath, as in take your foot back out of your mouth? Or even better, have you said something embarrassing and not even realized it was embarrassing until it was too late to take it back? Madam Contest Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, esteemed guests, I am no stranger to the proverbial foot and mouth disease. But while I have managed to suppress most of those memories over the years, there is one incident that remains at front in my mind, because after that incident, I thought about how I had chosen to react. And I realized that I actually had two paths that I could have taken in my reaction. At different times in my life, I would have picked one or the other. And that reaction would have told the audience, the people I embarrassed myself in front of, how much or little self-confidence I had, how much or little the opinion of others mattered to me, and who I was going to let control my narrative, the audience or me. Let me tell you what happened. A friend of mine, Christy, had a direct sales business that she ran through a social media Facebook group. But Christy was getting out of the business. So in a series of posts on the group page, Christy was introducing us to her friend, April, who was going to take us on as her clients. In the first post, Christy introduced April to us. April responded with a greeting, and she posted a picture of her and Christy together. They were at a sales conference somewhere in Mexico, standing in the hotel lobby, dressed all professionally and smiling sedately. Christy got on and said, "Well, that's all nice, but why did you pick that picture? You should have posted this picture or this picture." And Christy put up two pictures where the girls are now at the hotel bar. They've got their cute little floral sundresses on and frou-frou drinks in their hands. They're laughing, they're partying. But in the second picture, there's a photo bomber. You know, that guy who gets into the background of a picture, either on purpose or by accident, and basically ruins a perfectly good picture? Yeah, that guy, a photo bomber. He was clearly not intended to be in the picture. He was standing back, but he was leaning over and he was staring directly at the camera, straight-faced, arms crossed over his chest, had a muscle shirt on, bulging tattooed biceps. He was young, he was good looking. He was a photo bomber. Well, I immediately got into the comments and said, "Love the photo bomber, great muscle, eye candy." To which Christy quickly responded, "That's her husband." Now, if this had happened to me in my 20s, I would have gone to ground, curled up in the fetal position under the nearest rock, absolutely mortified, humiliated, terrified at what people are going to think of me. In my 30s, I still would have been mortified. But instead of running away, I would have gotten ahead of it. I would have voiced or said what I assumed everybody else was thinking. "Oh, what a stupid thing to say. I can't believe I put my foot in my mouth like that. How embarrassing, blah, 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 snicker, snicker." In both of these reactions, I would have told the people I embarrassed myself in front of that I had very little self-confidence, that the opinion or my perception of the opinion of others mattered greatly to me, and that a foot and mouth incident like this was paralyzing to my self-esteem. I would have let my fear of what they would think of me control my reaction or control my narrative. But now I'm in my 50s, and the opinion of others really doesn't matter so much anymore. So instead of getting all embarrassed or awkward, I simply typed 3 little picture emojis into my keyboard: a facepalm, a good old Homer Simpson "doh," and a rolling on the floor laughing emoji. No text, just pictures. Pressed enter and sat back and waited. With this reaction, I told the audience that I had enough self-confidence to laugh at my own mistakes, that a foot and mouth incident wasn't going to embarrass me, and whatever they might think certainly wasn't going to paralyze me. In fact, because of that, I showed them that they didn't have to feel that sympathetic embarrassment for me. And in fact, because I could laugh at myself, they were tacitly allowed to laugh with me, at me, with me. Let's go with me. And laugh they did. April put up a picture with the words, "You have great taste," across it, and the laughter reactions piled up. The difference in these scenarios was who controlled the narrative. The next time you get yourself into a foot and mouth situation, and you notice I said next time, this is not an if, this is a when, because it happens to us all. Remember that you have two choices as to how you react or how you respond to that. You can let your fear of what you think others might think of you control your reaction, or you can take control of the narrative, your own narrative, and by your response, you tell the audience how they should respond to you. You have two choices. Which one are you going to make? Madam Contest Toastmaster.